Just a quick, not really announcement, but the status of Minority Report. Not really the status. Okay, listen. India is a subcontinent made up of Bangladesh with the Bangals, the Indian majority India, the Muslim Indian majority minority Pakistan, and the island off the coast Criollo, no Sri Lanka. And there's also a bit of dispute with Nepal, but the British didn't really conquer Nepal. Instead, it was kind of a protectorate state, but they did kind of control Nepal for a bit. So, yeah, in Nepal is actually part of the Tibetan, all the way up in the mountains near Bangladesh. Anyway, and there's also Myanmar. Okay, listen. We're just doing the Indian Raj. Yes, I hear the screams. I hear the Indians saying, "Where's my Vaj and boob?" But the truth is, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh doesn't really exist. Kraylo does exist as Sri Lanka, not really too long. It'll be tacked on the Indian episode, the British Raj, or Indians in World War One. I don't really want to call it the British Raj because British Raj is kind of a governmental system, as opposed to the Indians that actually fought in World War One in the trenches on the Western Front in East Africa, Gallipoli, and the Palestine Sinai Desert Front. So, what we're gonna do is put Creole as like a little 5 minute extra, tacked on deleted scenes, scenes that could have made it into the episode, and just talk about Creole for a little bit. Because just like Madagascar, which is part of Africa, had its own dynasty, own African dialect and everything, it's right there next to Africa, but it's like not really Africa. And then there's the Tasmania Islands of Australia. It's part of Australia, but not really Australia. And there's the Northern Island of New Zealand, which is kind of part of the country, but who really goes there? So anyway, I'm just kidding, everyone. Like 80% of the people live in North Island, I think, and the only thing in South Island is Auckland. So yeah, that was a terrible joke. Gonna piss off the Kiwis, but it's okay because we're talking about India. So yeah, anyone that's from Pakistan, Bangladesh, or Myanmar will be very disappointed. But it is the British Raj, the Indian subcontinent, that actually kind of went into purge a little bit. Honestly, like almost like Afghanistan. So yeah, it's a big country, but we're gonna do it justice. And as compensation, we will put in the Islamic star, the crescent moon, and the star. Then we'll put in the yellow dragon, the red dot of Bangladesh, and of course the sun of India. And I hope everyone would be happy because Nepal and the Gurkhas have their own episode. So does Creole, aka Sri Lanka. So yeah. Will Madagascar ever get its own season because it's part of France? Yes, it will. When I do France again, I might actually add a couple of things onto France, Belgium, and Russia. And I think Britain is the most fleshed out one, but I may come back for like one or two people. I'm gonna do Winnie the Pooh tomorrow. Well, A.A. Millen, and I don't know what else. So I keep looking forward to Britain. We're gonna do offense and defense, and then do last, and then finish up the minority reports. We're gonna do South Africa, New Zealand, in Australia, and then we got to do India. India is the last episode. It's a big one because they have the most manpower, the most influence, and honestly, the best story of independence. Honestly, and we will name drop Mahatma Gandhi. He won't get his own episode, but we will name drop him like 2 minutes before the episode ends, or even start with the quote. You know what? I'm gonna save those hints and surprises and Easter eggs for another day, even though no one really comments on my videos, but always keep them guessing if they come to the channel. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm sorry, can't send you that Vaj and Bob, but I'll make it up for you. I will put your country's emblems in there so you will not be forgotten, and it will just be the Indian Army, or the, I don't know, yeah, they're basically Indians. Well, yeah, they're basically Indians. Sorry for generalizing, but at the end of the day, come on, you're basically Indians. You live on an island. One has Muslim tendencies, one has Hindu tendencies, and one has Hindu-Muslim tendencies with the red dot that actually hints towards more Hinduism. But yeah, we'll see what goes on. Anyway, Hope you learned something. Yeah, I was gonna do loose today, but everyone's gonna be home in like 2 hot minutes, so might as well do this Indian video explaining yeah, I don't know what to call this video, the status of Minority Reports, or how India would be made. I don't know, it would go up at something, but hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Not going past 5 minutes and 30 seconds, enjoy. Well, I gotta cut out some coughing at the beginning, but enjoy, learn something. And yeah, we gotta do Caribbean as well. The West Indian Regiment, and maybe, I don't know, I don't see anyone famous from Barbados, but we'll do the West Indian Corps and call it a day for all the Caribbean islands. I'm sorry, Jamaica, even though Trinidad gets a national Godfrey Arthur. Darn. Anyway, hope you learned something. Stay fresh. Latest. I need a better outro, seriously.